Hi guys, welcome to what will hopefully be one of the most unique Breville Barista Express reviews you'll be able to find. Now, you may be wondering why I'm outside if I'm doing a review for a home espresso machine. The reason for that is because my espresso machine is actually used outside. Let me show you. Allow me to introduce you to The Bean, our mobile coffee shop. We built it on the back of a Fiat 500, and out of it we serve a variety of drinks made with our very own Real Bean Coffee Company beans. You can actually purchase our coffee online, it's roasted to order, and we'll ship it to you within 24 hours of roasting. Simply follow the link on our description. Now on to the backflow cleaning tutorial. So you notice the cleaning decal light is blinking. Now there's a difference between the light blinking and it being solid. If the light is solid, that means you need to descale. To descale, you can use the solution that came with your Breville, or you can use equal parts of white vinegar and water. That is a completely different process than what we'll be doing today. Today we're using the fact that the light is blinking. For that, we need to do the backflow cleaning. For the backflow cleaning, your machine should have came with at least 2 cleaning tablets, which should look like this. Now for the purposes of the video, I will not be using the naked portafilter that I have here. Instead, I'll be using the one that came with the machine, which is this guy. Currently, I have the single wall 2-cup filter. So the first thing we need to do is remove that. Now to remove it, you can use your hands and hurt yourself, or you can use a much more sophisticated tool, like a kitchen knife. You'll see that there's an opening on the side. Simply align your knife with the little opening, push against it, and boom, pops out. Now I'll probably have a little bit of residue on this since I was using it earlier. That's perfectly normal. You'll notice that I took out the little plastic insert. If you have that, it's fine. If you don't, it's fine as well. There's a lot of controversy on what it's actually designed to be doing there. I just took mine off. I figure it's cleaner to have it without, and it's easier for me to clean the portafilter. Next, we'll be putting in the dual wall single cup filter. Simply clip that onto your portafilter and then grab the cleaning disc that came with your machine, which is the little plastic inlet. Put that right on top. It'll fit right in if you do it in the way that it makes sense. Next, you'll grab your tablet. Put that on top of the cleaning disc in the very obvious place to put it. Then proceed to put your portafilter on the group head. Make sure not to drop your mask, just like I did. Now make sure that your tank is full of water. For obvious reasons, you need water for anything to work. So make sure that it's full of water. Also make sure that you take out the filter that you have in there. Make sure that you have a container to put on top of your waste basket because it can get messy. So you put that down there. Make sure it's aligned. That way if you do make a mess, at least you're able to capture it. Trust me, you will need it. Because if you don't put it on there, you will probably make a mess. What you'll do now is you turn off your machine. You press the 1 cup, 2 cup, and the power button at the same time. And you're supposed to wait about 10 seconds before the machine starts doing it. Mine takes about 3 seconds. You'll notice that the blinking light goes back to blinking and your pressure will start going up. Don't freak out, it's fine. It's all part of the backflow process. The process itself takes about 5 minutes. In that time, you're just gonna see it go back and forth. When the process is done, what you'll hear is a beeping sound, which for the purposes of the video, I'm just gonna let the whole thing ride because I'm sure that some of you want to see the whole process as it goes. And once we get to the beeping sound, I'll go ahead and continue the process. In the meantime, you're welcome to simply skip over to when you see me do movement, or you can just sit tight and enjoy the awkward silence. Now, hopefully you guys heard the beeping sound. The beeping sound means that the process has been completed. At this point, we'll remove the portafilter. You'll notice that the tablet has completely dissolved. And that little mess right there is the reason why we have the container on the bottom. This one, what I like to do is I remove the cleaning disc, of course. And I'll run the machine just so we can clean any leftover residue that may be in there from the tablet itself. Now, here's one thing you should not do. Not only am I about to put the portafilter with the 1 cup filter basket in there, but I pressed the 2 cup button. Here's what happens. Notice the steam and the water splashing through the side. You see that? Yeah, so did I. Excuse my bald head as I rescue everything. Now, as you can see, I went ahead and cleaned up a little bit. I tried again. The only thing that I changed was the filter basket setting on the left, made it a 1, but I still pressed the 2 cup button and I still used the single cup filter basket, which is also what you should not do, because this is what will happen. You'll notice that my assumption at this point is that for whatever reason, there's not a good seal, so I checked the portafilter to make sure it's tight. I went ahead and stopped it. I look at it with a nice and puzzled look. I give you a nice close-up showing of my head. I hope you're enjoying that. I went ahead and tested to make sure that it was closed in properly, and I pressed the 1 cup this time, which in theory should have fixed the problem, but no, it didn't. It still gave it a nice splash, as you can see. At this point, I give you a nice, awesome third shot of my bald head as I look under it to see if somehow I missed something in the simple operation. And obviously I didn't. You can tell by my bag of coffee how much water has splashed everywhere. Now, the solution to this problem was putting the 2 cup single wall filter basket on there. As soon as I did that, everything worked fine and the machine went back to normal. In conclusion, just make sure that you put your original filter basket on there, you put everything back to your original settings, and everything should work fine. It's very important, guys, that you use good quality water. I use spring water for all of my coffees. As you can see, this is in the back of the Fiat. This is my mobile coffee shop, so I have a lot of clientele, and they all love it because of the fact that I use good quality beans and good quality water. The beans, you can get my coffee online. The link is in the description. We roast to order, and we'll ship the coffee out to you the same day that we roast it, so you don't get any fresher coffee than that. So check out my selection. It's a lot of good specialty coffee, single origins, blends, and flavors. Thank you guys again. I appreciate it. Take care.